problem that I have, I think the police did what they were supposed to do. They came in, they came through the door, they arrested him, he's bonded out since. The problem that I have is that there's this thing that we're dealing with right now that's called mental issue.
There's this rumor of Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia fighting on Netflix to replace Gervonta Davis. Jake Paul, if you guys haven't seen Gervonta Davis in another sexual assault allegation, lawsuits incoming, potentially criminal charges levied. We don't know yet, but we know that fight is up in the air, and I think that fight's not going to happen.
You know, it already happened. You knew it happened, and you made the fight anyway. But now, based on something you already knew happened, now you're just saying, oh, no, because this happened, we're not going to do the fight. But you knew already in the first place.
Yes, the history was already there.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And for this particular situation, by the way, mind you, the girl now is coming with a civil suit.
Yes.
She probably saw that he signed the Jake Paul fight.
Gervonta Davis's arrest. He spoke strongly and pointed out that the victim who went through the situation needs care and consultation. He stressed that brushing it off as just a mental issue ignores the pain and damage done to others, demanding real accountability beyond sympathy. He also mentioned that Tank has destroyed his career with this incident.
Protector is the abuser. You lose a sense of protection of what you think a protector should do, because you're supposed to protect me from this. If someone is trying to do this to me, you're supposed to jump in and be my superhero. You're not supposed to commit this.
Jake Paul reacted strongly on X after hearing about Gervonta Davis's new legal trouble. His statement reflected frustration and disappointment over what he described as repeated unprofessional behavior from Davis. Jake wrote, "Gervonta Davis is an actual walking human piece of garbage. Working with him is an absolute nightmare. The unprofessionalism, the bizarre requests, the showing up hours late to shoots, to the numerous arrests and related accusations and lawsuits. If you support this man, you support the most vile sin a man can commit. I didn't want to give this woman abuser a platform to grow his fans and to grow his bank account." He further added, "My company champions women. I'm so sorry to everyone involved, mostly to the undercard fighters, to my team at MVP, and to my team who worked so hard prepping for this fight, sacrificing time with loved ones and kids just for this fool to lose his unintelligent mind again. It's scary that devilish men like this can rise to the top of culture and sports, including in positions of power. I hope you people moving forward look beyond his fake streetwear pieces as swag and search for something deeper to be a fan of." His post gained huge attention online, with fans and analysts debating both his words and his sudden withdrawal from the fight. Jake Paul is currently looking for a new opponent after Gervonta Davis's legal troubles forced their planned fight into uncertainty. Reports suggest that Jake and his team began shortlisting possible replacements to keep the event alive on Netflix. Among those names, former UFC champion Francis Ngannou briefly appeared as an option. However, Ngannou himself immediately rejected the idea. He made it clear that he had no interest in fighting Jake Paul, and that such an offer felt disrespectful to his career. Ngannou stated that he is focused on bigger challenges in boxing and wants to compete at the highest professional level, not in entertainment-driven matches. His decision to shut down the talk ended any hope of Jake convincing him to fill in for Gervonta.
To Davis, we had to go right to the source. What can you tell us? Is there any possibility that Francis Ngannou will step in for Gervonta Davis and fight Jake Paul?
No, there's no such of thing happening. Basically, like how can they go from like Gervonta Davis to Francis Ngannou? Like, I mean, Gervonta Davis is a fantastic boxer, but and is a one-shot knockout artist. But come on, like the weight different and everything, it makes no sense. You know, the Gervonta Davis, you count, you say, okay, the size different can level up. But at this point, for me to
spoke openly against the rumors linking him to Jake Paul. He said he would never accept a fight that feels like a publicity stunt. Ngannou believes that after facing elite boxers such as Tyson Fury, a matchup with a YouTuber turned boxer like Jake Paul would be an insult to his skill level. His response came shortly after Jake's camp began spreading hints about possible negotiations. Ngannou addressed those rumors directly, saying that fighters should respect their craft and not turn combat sports into a show for clicks. His clear rejection emphasized his professionalism and self-worth. The fans appreciated his honesty and agreed that a matchup between him and Jake Paul would not have made sense competitively or financially.
Oh, and say, yeah, Jake Paul, you know, he's fighting. I'm like, no, bro, come on, don't. don't. I mean, don't disrespect me like that. And then they even say like they even come out after and say, and what if the number are good? He sent out some number. I'm like, it's not about the number. If it was about the number, we could have started up. I would have tell you, I'm not just interested. It make no sense for me. It's not my what I'm looking at right now.
So there is no dollar amount. It's more the opponent. The fight makes no sense. They could offer you $100 million and you wouldn't be interested.
The fight made no sense. That's what I think. That's my position. And though I went back, I saw.
With Gervonta Davis out of the picture, Jake Paul faces a big challenge in finding a worthy opponent. Ryan Garcia's name was mentioned as a possible replacement, but that idea quickly faded. Garcia is under contract with Golden Boy Promotions, while Jake fights under his own banner with Netflix. The conflicting broadcast and promotional agreements make it nearly impossible to organize a fight between them. In addition, Ryan Garcia's team has reportedly shown no interest in joining a Netflix event. Jake's side remains hopeful to secure someone with a big enough name to keep fans interested, but the limited pool of available fighters has made things complicated.
If that is the route they're going, then it kind of dissuades what I thought may happen, which was this rumor of Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia fighting on Netflix to replace Gervonta Davis, Jake Paul. If you guys haven't seen Gervonta Davis and another sexual assault allegation, lawsuits incoming, potentially criminal charges levied. We don't know yet, but we know that fight is up in the air, and I think that fight's not going to happen, and they're going to either have to move the fight back or they're going to have to look to a replacement or both. I don't know. And the rumor was one of the replacements was talked about and even offered to Ryan Garcia. Well, here is Ryan Garcia's promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, speaking on that rumor and what's next for Ryan.
Happy Saturday. So I wake up to calls from reporters asking me about Jake Paul and Ryan Garcia. Let me just tell you why this fight is not going to happen. Ryan Garcia fights for DAZN and Jake Paul fights on Netflix. I mean, that's pretty much the bottom line. Golden Boy has a contract with DAZN. Ryan Garcia has a contract with Golden Boy. And that's just the way it is. I mean, this is business. You know, Ryan Garcia's probably going to rant saying, oh, you're keeping me from making money and this and that and fighting. No, you have to go by the law, by the rules. You have a contract with DAZN. You have a contract with Golden Boy. It just doesn't happen that way. So anyway, until next time, we'll see you Saturday for Virgil Ortiz. But again, Ryan Garcia's next fight will be announced by me, who he's fighting, and when he's fighting next. See you guys.
It always seems like when Oscar decides to address something with Ryan Garcia, that he's not only addressing us, the people, that he's addressing Ryan Garcia. He's like, through us, telling Ryan, no, you're not fighting Jake Paul, no matter how much you want to fight. That's what it seems like, is like, no matter how much you want to fight Jake Paul, you're not fighting him. I don't even think that was meant for us. I think that was him telling Ryan. And you can hear it there. He's like, oh, Ryan's going to say, I'm keeping him from making money or whatever. But in this case, Oscar is right. If Ryan is signed to Golden Boy and Golden Boy is exclusively signed to DAZN for, fight rights, then Ryan has to fight on DAZN. I think that's pretty reasonable for Oscar. I didn't know that Golden Boy was exclusive to DAZN. I didn't know that was a thing. But if that is the